This segment brought to you by Santa Fe Trail Meats in Overbrook. Let us help feed your family.
Welcome back. Now let's see what Kyle and Duane are up to on Plain Talk.
Hi, this is Kyle Bauer with Plain Talk, with the guy who always says, no, I'm listening. Just takes me a minute or two to process just how stupid you are. Duane Toews. You always say that in a bar late at night, don't you?
That took a nasty turn. Men and women are created differently.
Oh, my goodness, I guess.
A lot.
I noticed it a long time ago.
It was like, and I didn't even have to read the book to figure that out.
Yeah.
But my wife and I are much different in our analytical processing.
All right.
I much prefer to think things all the way through and come to a logical conclusion.
Before you say anything.
Before I open my mouth
all right. Okay.
and say, respond.
Okay.
Obviously, it's taken me 26 years now into marriage that I need to. I would have thought she'd have figured this out by now, but
you need to make a few comments along the way.
I need
so
to.
She
knows that I'm listening and that I'm thinking. So
right.
It's like I need to just say, okay, hang on a moment, and then run it through my brain.
Let me think about it.
And then respond. Instead, there's just this gap of silence. And then she yells at me because she doesn't know whether I'm paying attention, taking her seriously or not.
Okay, so if I'd have just left that long part off, last part off.
Yeah, that stupid part.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be a bad way to go.
But you have gotten that look from somebody before when you talk.
Yeah.
And then someone just looks at you and doesn't say a word, and they just shake their head and walk
and
away.
Just walk away.
Yeah. So that's the bad one, when they don't say anything and just walk away.
I've been on both ends of that one before.
You've walked away before.
Yeah.
Well, good for you.
There's sometimes there's just people that it's you got to make that call. Mm-hmm. Is it worth the emotional real estate that I'm about to invest in this discussion? I won't say argument. I'll say discussion. And it's like, nope. Just gonna walk away from this one.
Let's end this one with a tie.
I don't think it's really possible to come to an amicable solution. So,
are you going to give me a fact or fiction or what?
Yeah. I thought
it's
you were
like
giving
it's
me
your
the sign.
turn. I'm not giving you a sign.
All right.
I want a fact
1965, the year the United States quit using silver in their silver coins.
65.
Fact or fiction?
Well, it seems like it was in my lifetime.
Well, being you're
and I was
61
born in
year before
58. I was born 58. Stopped using silver. And I think it was before that. I'll go with fiction.
No, it's true.
That was the year, huh?
Up to 65, there were 90% silver, 10%
nickel, copper.
10% copper. Then they went to dimes and
this is a live show, so it's like you're going to have to
give you partial credit. Dimes and nickels were 90% silver through 1964.
Oh, well, I think I still got it wrong.
Yeah.
I honestly thought it. I know during World War II they started making them out of copper because they didn't have the silver.
Copper,
but
nickel,
it was only
alloy.
just a little bit of a time in there, and then they went back to it.
Which would be why back in the olden days people would shave off.
Yeah. That's why the edges of all the coins are rough.
Yeah.
So because you could tell if somebody
whether or not somebody had been
whittled a little. Just think, if you took 1,000 dimes and you took a little nick off of 1,000 dimes,
you'd have
1,000 little nicks of silver.
Nicks of silver.
And in those days, silver was literally probably $5 an ounce or less. Yeah. And so the point is it wasn't.
It'd take you forever to get anywhere.
There's some people out there that
they
got a work ethic.
That's working harder than robbing banks.
I know, isn't it? You think about that I think about that quite often when I look at people that work at something criminal, and I go, wow, they're really working hard. It's like, I think that's a hard way to earn a living. I think it'd be easier just to go to work.
Get a job and punch in.
Get a job and punch in and be guaranteed of your payment.
Might even get a benefit or two.
You might, and in the meantime, of course, if you go to work, then you got to pay taxes. And most criminals, that's a tax-free enterprise.
Thanks for joining us. I'm your host, Jamie Bloom, and I hope you enjoyed today's show. See you next week on Farm Factor.
Closed captioning brought to you by Ag Promo Source. Together we grow. Learn more at agpromosource.com.